The further away an object is, the longer it takes for the light emitted by it to arrive to determine to what now it belongs. Even at low velocities with each other, the relativistic effects are strongly amplified when they occur at great distances in space. Locally, in the events that occur close to us, we see the past as something that has already happened and the future as something yet to come. But in a relativistic universe, the difference between the nows is big. The now of a distant observer moving in relation to us is very different from ours. Since space is infinite in extension, the different nows extend infinitely, and their union encompasses all of space-time. So if you define reality as consisting of the things that are now in your mental image, and if you agree that your now is no more worthy than the now of someone else who is very far away from you in space and who moves freely, then the reality consists of all space-time events. The reality of the present is the same as the past, which is the same as the future. Many would say, but the future does not yet exist physically and the present is the modified past. For more volatile as the physical existences of the future and the past may seem, they are just as physically valid as the existence of the present according to relativity. We fall back on the importance of the observer's opinion. If for the observer, the evidence of the physical existence of the present is very strong, without the observer, for the universe, not even the present exists. This is why the existence of everything in the universe is possible. Newton believed that space and time were absolute, each independently and separate from everything else. So he believed that the now was the same for all observers of the universe. Einstein, on the other hand, showed us that each observer in relative motion has his own now, and that they usually don't coincide. Physically, according to relativity, reality cannot be just the present moment between the past and the future. The reality is the whole, the sum of all the past with all the present and with all the future. Reality is the sum of all past, present, and future movements. But what is the physical consistency? Where are the past and future movements? Such movements have exactly the same physical consistency and the same validity as the present movements, or the present movements have exactly the same physical consistency and the same validity as the past and future movements, the emptiness, the nullity of the universe. According to this way of thinking, which is more general than our local experience, there is no flow of time. Time does not pass. If time does not pass, for the whole in general, there is no movement. If there is no movement, there is only rest, emptiness, nullity. For the universe, there is only rest and time does not exist. If locally time is movement and for the universe only rest exists, talking about time in the universe simply does not make any sense. Time is always a locally valid concept, which can only exist locally. Locally, the moments of time that for an observer are movements in it come to life when illuminated by the power of consciousness, reflection, memory. Again, it is the observer who gives physical consistency to the concept of time. The concept of movement, of change, would not have meaning in a single moment of time of duration equal to zero. When the duration of time tends to zero, we can also lose the meaning of the movement even before reaching zero due to the fragility, incapacity, or insufficiency of our perception or sense about the movement. Locally, time is nothing more than a measure of movement. This measure of movement can be observed by looking at the turn of the hands of a clock or the relative rotation of the sun around the Earth, for example. Time only exists locally and is just movement. Time is considered the fourth dimension because also the three other everyday spatial dimensions are created by the movements fitting perfectly and in exact proportion to each other that we perceive. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and give me your like if you enjoy it.